Okay, Cam, is there a certain process that you go through at the end of every season? Nothing ends the same each year, but just kind of decompress, move forward, and kind of regroup?
Besides the grief process, after, this is my 10th year, and I haven't gotten the Super Bowl yet, so they're pretty much the same, looking back on what we did accomplish, what we didn't, how I need to be better, and what I need to do to ensure that.
We have heard Ben Roethlisberger say it, Art Rooney II, that everybody felt like that 2020 Steelers team was special, and that, the entire time, even going back to training camp, felt like it was the group that could make it to a Super Bowl, that could go far in the playoffs. Do you feel like that? Knowing that so many different things are going to change, and is it hard to not look back and think, what if?
Of course, what if goes throughout your mind. I definitely thought we had a group that could do it, but only one team gets to say they got the job done. Every other team has to continue to solve the problems to get the job done. I was appreciative of the group we had, but change is only constant in our game. And so, going forward, there's other pieces to the puzzle. Who's going to be here? Who's not going to be here? How do we balance that? How do we get better with the guys that are here? It's something that's going to take place all off season to get ready for next season.
You had your new deal done prior to the start of the regular season, so you don't have to worry about that. But there is almost 20 guys who are free agents. Art Rooney II acknowledged that is a very high number. Is that something that the players just kind of let happen and then deal with, or do you kind of look at it and say, like, wow, there's a lot of changes, more than normal?
There are a lot of guys that need to get signed, a lot of guys we want back. If we could have everybody back, I'm sure that would be the case. But this is, it's going to be pretty crazy here coming up in the off season, and I'm sure our guys will get it done. Our front office wants to get it done and keep as many of these guys as we can.
At the midfield stripe, shotgun snap. He's back. Gets out of the pocket, throws the, no, Cam Heyward has him, and down he goes for the sack at the 47 of the Colts.
Now, you mentioned a little bit earlier just self-reflecting, just solely focusing on your performance in the previous season. How do you do that? Do you go back and watch film? Is it maybe just mentally doing it, or how does that work?
First, it's mentally, whether it's how my body feels, how we ended, how I played throughout the year, and I keep mostly a journal throughout the entire season to see where we were good and see where I fell short. So I look at that, and then I start to watch film. I ask a lot of questions throughout the off season, whether it's of myself. I ask my coaches, and I ask my teammates too. Sometimes I feel like they have the best eyes of what they think transpired throughout the year. So, it's going to be a combination of all those things, and I just got to be open to it. And, as another year passes, I got to be willing to grow from it.
Sticking with you personally, just going through your stats, 54 tackles, 18 quarterback hits, 7 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 3 passes defensed, and that 1 interception in that New York Giants game. How do you view your stats when you are doing part of that self-reflecting process?
Stats are a little bit of part of the game because you can affect the game and not record a stat. But for me, I have to take that into consideration. So, I understand those were not my numbers I wanted. And, I look forward to bouncing those back. But at the end of the day, all I care about is the W's. So, going forward, if you win a Super Bowl and you only have 1 sack, that's great for me. And that's my ultimate goal, and I won't stop till we get one.
Play fake. Tannehill is dumped at the 19-yard line by T.J. Watt.
Who is somebody on the Steelers defense that really impressed you, knowing all of the different things off and on the field that you guys went through this year?
There were a couple guys. I would say Stephon Tuitt really had a great year. Coming off of injury, not having the off season to help you get ready for the season, and then dominating the way he did throughout the year was unbelievable. But I also think TJ took his game to another level. TJ has grown every year in this game. I'm just appreciative of those guys. I get to see those guys work day in and day out. And then my other running mate, my Bud Dupree, he, I know he didn't finish the season out like he wanted to, but, to have those three guys on my line were unbelievable. And then I have Tyson in the middle, who really broke out for us. You don't really get to say that often when you have a 33-year-old playing at the top of his game. But we had a great defensive line, and I'm just excited for those guys to keep growing.
Okay, Cam, thanks as always for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Miss everybody. Everybody stay safe.
What's up, Steeler Nation? It's Vince Williams. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Steelers official YouTube channel. Thanks again. Here we go, baby.